Hello, this is Dr. Amanda Matthews. It's always a pleasure to bring you hope, motivation, and inspiration. I would like to welcome you to Strive to Aspire's videocast. I just stopped by to let you know don't ever allow the world to make you feel inferior. When I was going through my seasons of depression, it seemed like the whole world was on my shoulders, and people can be cruel. During the time when I was coming out of darkness, no one understood what I felt like or what I was going through. I know that during the time when I was in that darkness, I felt outcasted and I felt like there was nobody in the world that could save me. When I came down to my last moments and I almost committed suicide, God, He woke me up. He tapped me on my shoulder and He gave me a hug. His Spirit came and saved me from all of my problems. I then had an opportunity to look in the mirror just to see what God created. At first, when I looked in that mirror, I couldn't see anything that was worth God using. Even though He gave me the gift of song, the gift to write poetry, and the gift to encourage people, I didn't see anything that He had created that was worth using. I even got to the point where I just sat down on the bed. I just slumped over on my bed and said, God, how can you use somebody like me? In an instant, God's Spirit came and lifted up my head, and He showed me. I went and looked in the mirror again. It took me a while to look in the mirror to see what God created in me, as if it took me a while to heal from all of my emotional pain. Not only did I go through emotional pain, but I allowed the opinions of others to shape who I was. I actually believed what the world told me I was, not what God told me, but what the world told me. According to the world, I wasn't worth anything. I was a nobody. I was crazy. I had lost my mind. I was no good. There was no turning back. She's done with. But in God's eyes, He said, daughter, get up. He said, fix yourself up. He said, let me help you take off those garments of shame. He said, let me heal you. Let me bring you back to life. He said, let me help you up. And from that day forward, I allowed God and His Spirit to help me up, to dress me up, to show me who I was. When I look back over my life and I look at me now, even in the place where I am right now, I haven't reached destiny, but I know that God has brought me a long way from what I used to be. And so someone out there right now may be dealing with something similar. Do not allow the opinions of others, and do not allow this world and society to push you over that cliff, to push you over the edge, to make you take your life. Know that we are all somebody in God, and nobody's really a nobody. But to God, somebody is everybody. To people, we may not always impress people. People may not always see our value, but God does. So when you open your eyes every day, be sure to look yourself in the mirror and give yourself a hug, because you are worth everything. You are worth all of what God has poured into you. Sometimes on your worst days, you need to look in the mirror and remind yourself who God created you to be. I know sometimes on my bad days, I always have to go to God, and I have to look in the mirror and remind myself what God done in me, the perfect work that He done in me. I'm perfect through Christ. I might not ever get to the point where people just love me to the point. It's not going to always be a case that you just have 100% of people on your side, because of the world we live in. Right now we're in a chaotic world. We live in a chaotic society. We live in a world where love is not really at the forefront right now. So know who you are in God. Understand what He has you to do. Know that God loves you so much, and He never wants to see you with your head hanging down. Always keep your head up, keep a smile on your face, and know God made you for a reason. I'm so glad you came to listen to me today. I hope to see you again real soon. And as I always say, may God bless you with peace and prosperity. Bye.